here welcoming people to the event today, and I'm here because at Health Education England we believe this is a really vital challenge that needs to be faced over the next few years to address the physical health challenges and disadvantages faced by people with serious mental health conditions, including psychosis. People with psychosis are hugely disadvantaged in terms of physical health. In fact, on average, people will die 20 to 25 years younger if they have psychosis compared to the rest of the population, and most of the cause of that is down to physical health disadvantage. The challenge for us is how do we integrate mental and physical health services which have been treated as very separate streams of activity so that people are treated as a whole person rather than either a mind or a body separately.
I don't think you should be involved in services if you don't think that people who use services should have a say in how those services are run. And if you care about the services in which you work, it's important to care about the recipients of those services and in what they want. Of you to ask me to come and talk as a service user, because I've got lots of experience of trying to access physical health services with a mental health problem and having difficulties.
Helen was a great example of every point of planning today she's been involved in. How else would I know how to get it right if she's not involved?
What seems to me to be really simple things of people picking up the phone and talking to each other can have huge consequences for human beings. Being patient-centred actually means having conversations, seeing people as whole people, rather than saying, I'm a mental health clinician, I only deal with mental health. Physical health clinicians can deal with physical health, and actually all they have to do is see that it's a whole person. And actually physical and mental health go together. I spent years being told that physical symptoms I was having were all in my head. And actually, in the end, I realised that it didn't matter if they were all in my head, they were still symptoms and they needed relieving. Neither service was doing that. The impact of that on my life was enormous. And the consequence in the end was that, in fact, I did have a physical health problem. I had a brain tumour that nobody had diagnosed. And in the end was diagnosed by an ear, nose and throat consultant, not the psychiatrist or the neurologist, but by somebody else completely. And I was suicidal. So, they had both missed everything.
It's within our gift in terms of what we do and how we practice to upskill ourselves so that when we meet people, we make every contact count and engage them with the whole person idea.
The journey for me from there to here has been enormous. Initially, 5 or 6 years of being very, very, very unwell. And then we're talking another 12 or 13 years of recovery. I still hallucinate every day. I hear voices, but they don't impact on my life. I manage my life very well without medication.
You only have to reflect on your own experience for a few moments to realise that, of course, physical and mental health are two sides of the same coin.
I would say to commissioners, the worst stigma for anybody experiencing mental health difficulty is in physical health. I'm an articulate, educated, middle-class, white female, and I get treated appallingly in regular NHS services. As soon as they read those notes and understand that I have a mental health problem, the whole attitude changes. And if it's like that for me, what is it like for the black man, the person who is still on antipsychotics, who has a slurred speech? What is it like for someone who comes from the council estate in Brighton, or the homeless man? Or, it must be just god-awful.
I really want people to go away feeling energised, feeling that they have some new ideas that they've learnt from others working across the south of England as to how to do this well, and also some practical next steps to take it forward.
Going away deciding that in future they're going to try and build professional relationships with physical health clinicians.
This can be done. There are people out there like Health Education England, like Public Health England, championing the whole person approach.
Although the journey has been really hard and it's been a long one, if it can change anything, if it can change attitudes, then it's worth it.